How's it going, fam? Welcome back to the What's Up Eddie channel. I'm Eddie. So glad to have you guys back. And these are my divine therapy sessions. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Wednesday. Today we are going to talk about narcissism. Oof, tough subject, right? Also, there's not one form of this. I feel like there's so many different ways and so many tactics. This subject alone literally has so many subcategories to it. Okay, so I want to start off first and foremost to say that, like, I believe that there's just the title of narcissist, right? And then people have like the behavior of it, like traits. And so, look, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a doctor, man. I can't diagnose anybody, right? But like, we know when someone's being a narcissist, right? Or they have the behaviors of it. Now, I believe that there is people who use spirituality, and they're gangster, man. These people actually, I got to give credit to the narcissists because they're very intelligent people. Usually, they're extremely intelligent. Now, it's kind of crazy because you got to remember this, you guys. These people use their powers for dark measures. And usually when a person's narcissist, you guys, this stuff is taught. It's like I always say, man, this stuff is brought down from the past. It's usually ancestral. Like, you got like ancestral covenants, you got ancestral, abuse, whatever you guys are going through, only you will know your story. But my story, I grew up around spiritual narcissists. I grew up around physical abuse, child neglect, child abandonment. Now, you guys, I'm not saying this stuff for you to be like, let's all group together and be victims. Let's stay in victimhood. No, that's not why I'm saying this. I don't want to feed a victimhood mentality, because that's not going to get you anywhere in life. I did that for a very, very long time. And I can tell you this, you guys, the people that abused me are the same people later on in life used that abuse and said this number to me. And you guys, this may be happening to you. They use it later on in your life. And this is how the tactics work. Why are you still holding on? This is what's said. Why are you still holding on to the things that happened to you in the past? It's time to let those go. You can't hold on to that stuff. Eddie, you're 30 years old. You're 25 years old. I heard it when I was 25. It's time to grow up. It's time to grow out of that pattern. I agree with those people when they say that, but the reason why that they're saying it is because they don't want development. They're saying it to hinder and hurt. Now, a lot of these narcissists, they hide behind a smile and compliments, but it's a backhanded compliment. Usually it sounds a lot like this. Eddie, oh, we're family. I love you. I care about you. You know that, right? We're always going to be family. We are genetically paired up. See, the thing about that, you guys, is this. They don't mean it. They use those things to categorize and group us as individuals so we can be umbrellaed underneath the narcissistic abuse. But really what they're doing a lot of the times is they're trying to get information out of you. I always get this is how I know, you guys. And this group, I'm saying this from the utterance of my heart. There are people out there being abused, literally being abused by people like this. And they've been abused their whole life. Don't fall into the victimhood mentality, but you have to acknowledge the fact that it's happening to you, because they're good when they do it. They're good at it. And the reason why I'm speaking out is this. One, a narcissist hates to be unveiled or revealed to the world. That's why I'm doing it. I feel sorry for the people that I grew up with that are around them, because there's one thing that's for certain. Absolute certainty. These people, they're not only abusing me, they're abusing everybody. I know this for certain, that you're always the same person around everybody even if you're trying to hide the low vibrational person that you are, right? So I'm saying it because I know that there's people around them that are being abused as well. And so it uncovers and shines the light on that darkness, right? I'm not doing this out of revenge. I had to go through my work and figure that out. Oh man, for a long time, you guys, I was angry. There's nothing more that I wanted is to put revenge. Not put, but to dish out revenge, right? I'm intelligent. And you guys, the thing is I had to do the work. God's not going to allow me to do that stuff. There's punishment for it. And that punishment is universal justice. Universal justice comes in the form of karma. Karma's not just low vibrational, it's high vibrational. And it's dished out with equalness. There's no discrimination. It's a universal law. What you give out, you get back. It's with an absolute 100% certainty. There's a checks and balance with this system that we have to abide by, especially if you find yourself in the work of spirituality, where you're getting your message out there. If you're using spirituality as a weapon and you're being a narcissist, or you're showing those traits, you're going to be punished for it. That's why I say, and I learned this on early spirituality, that it could be wielded as a sword. And I'm telling you, don't do that. I found that, like, I'm psychic. I haven't displayed my talents in its entirety, but I'm a medium. I know secrets. All I have to do is be in someone's energy to know their deepest, darkest secrets. It's a deterrent. Most people don't want to be around me because they know that. But I don't use that stuff against people because I know how much damage that could cause them, but mostly me, right? A lot of people use this mediumship, the tarot. They use divination for their own gain, to have the upper hand on the enemy. Don't do that. That has consequences, dire consequences. That stuff will catch up to you sooner or later. But getting back to the subject matter at hand, you guys, a lot of the times these people will, like I said, going back to the subject that I'm talking about, is they'll tell you stuff like, well, we're family, I'll always be here and I'll always love you. But like this, they use that, what do they call it? Group gang stalking. These people, this is how I caught on to their game. Each and every one of them, dude, you guys, I don't care if you're in a family group or a family dynamic. The reason why they got away with the abuse for so long is because of my drug addiction and alcoholism. I stood within that process for so long that they got away with this abuse. And they knew that I had a big heart, and they used my good qualities against me. And you may be going through the same abuse. Believe me, you guys, if you're a light worker or you have the good within you, you are chosen by God himself. But just because you're chosen doesn't mean that you get to walk around being an a-hole to people. No. Yes, you can have conviction, but there's a difference between wielding it like a sword and actually being a person of uprightness, but with virtue and righteousness, right? Don't use your spirituality to hinder or hurt people. Well, that's not what we're here for. We're here to shine the light on people and to shine the light within the love aspects, right? That's what we were put on this earth for. We are earth angels. And when you're an earth angel, you're meant to spread love to humanity. That is our mission. Hold that mission dear within your heart space, you guys, because that's where you need to be. Now, and I think what I want to do is shine more details as to how they do this, because these people get away with it for so long, and it's not right, man. It's not right. And a lot of the times they'll make you feel like you're crazy. And they do this within the gang stalking. This is how I unveiled how these people work. I don't care how many people are close to each other, or group net. Nobody says the exact same things over and over again. Nobody calls back to back. It's obvious what these people do. Now, they got away with it before because I was drunk and I was on drugs. It's easy to manipulate. And you guys, a lot of us who are in the spiritual field, who are in the beginning stage of spirituality, they don't want you to grow. So they're going to hinder and hurt you. Now, these people usually cheat, steal, lie, hurt. They have disgusting things within them. Ancestral relationships. They have lie tactics. They are freaking seriously sick within their heart space. These people, you guys, these generational ancestral curses are incest, molestation, rape. You guys, this is so much bigger than what you and I have gone through. There are things within the high platforms of society. I'm telling you guys, this what I've seen is disgusting. It's way bigger than what we think it is. Way bigger. Now, I don't have an issue with saying this stuff, but I don't want to bring trouble my way. But believe me, I know that people watch my channel that are of the highest ranks. You guys, I'm gifted with mediumship. I'm gifted with my psychic powers are of the highest. That's why my spiritual gifts, I've been gifted by God. And most of us have. That's why they want to hinder and hurt you, you guys. Know that. And it's your family, too, that are doing it. I'm not saying it's the whole family, but they're sure as shit some of them. And you need to be careful. All right, so, yeah, you guys, the gang stalking tactics is a huge one, man, that's used. And that's how I figured it out. They would call back to back saying the same things. And you guys, they work with your loved ones. Oh, yeah. The exes, they group together with people that don't like you. And you know, the thing is, you guys, being in the low vibes, when I was in those low vibrational states, I did some things that I'm not proud of, that I had to admit to. I wasn't a good father. I wasn't a good husband. So that people who are narcissists, they can sniff out hate. So they teamed up with people and they started the gang stalking. And they do this to make you feel like you're crazy. Now, never mind that this is like the more, I would say the physical, the 3D platform of this. But you guys, there's also the black magic. There's also, if they don't know it themselves, you guys grow up with karmic people. These people were placed in your life because as much as you've signed a contract with God to be of the light, there are people on the other side of this coin who signed the dark contract to make sure that you don't reach your highest mission, because your highest mission is going to free minds. And that's all I want to do, baby. It's not from a base of money. It's not of the world. It is of God. And if it is of God, it's way better, man. Because that mission is how do I say, when you're working in those high vibing states, all that other stuff comes along anyways. The riches of the world will always be there when you're following your mission. And that's why I say to you guys, follow your purpose, find your purpose. But before you find your purpose, you guys have to go through this abuse. It's unfortunate, but don't stay within that abuse. Staying in that victimhood hurts, man. And don't fall into the love traps, the love stalking, the gang stalking. These people have so many systems in which they set illusions and traps for you. You guys got to be careful with this. All right, this is actually going to be probably a 2-part video. I got so much to say on this subject, but I kind of want to just do an introduction of how these tactics work. I'm empowering you so you can know that, sometimes you guys, it's going to be your brother. It's going to be your sister. It's going to be your cousin. It's going to be your auntie. It's going to be people, your own freaking dad. These people have been doing this from day one, yo. The moment they figured out who you were and what you stand for and what you are, I'm going to tell you this, you guys, they could hinder, they can stop, they can kill, they can do whatever they want, but they can't stop the mission. And the mission is going to enlighten everybody. It's a prophecy at the end of the day. Believe that. God's plan is everlasting and enduring. We're all here to be tested. And within that test, you guys, you will find the best parts of yourself. Keep going. Keep speaking out. If you're being abused, report that shit. Don't allow them to warp your mind. Don't allow them to corrupt you. You can't be corrupted. You can. Don't choose it. I promise you that road isn't good. And I know there's people out there that have gone through the same abuses that I have. We are no longer victims to our abuse. We that stuff is placed in our life, contracted out for us to become our highest selves. You are not the abuse. You are above the abuse. Get through it. Do the work. Make sure you get those people out of your life. Don't stick, because if you stick with them, the abuse still continues. It just evolves. It starts becoming more of the mental capacity, more of the spiritual games than anything else. I have other videos on spiritual protection. I have videos on how to do the work. You guys, all I can say is this, is that God loves you. You are infinite. I know this subject matter is hard to hear. It's hard to talk about because it's supposedly these people that love us that don't really love us. And it's difficult, you guys. It's difficult, man. It's hard to say this stuff. I don't want to have to put my family on blast. I don't want to have to put my close loved ones on blast. But I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. I ain't going to let it happen anymore to me. No longer will I stand with the injustices. This is the time period. I'm telling you, this season, these seasons are the seasons. God's no longer allowing these narcissists, these abusers to keep moving within the darkness. We are shining the light. This Aquarian age is the age of light, transformation. These couple of months, few months that are coming, will bring such light and such justice within the world. Everything that you've done will come to the light. That is a promise. Whether I'm here on earth or not, it's unveiled. You will be revealed. Hide in your little cavern or your little your mountaintops, or wherever it is that you hide. God will find you. God will bring you to the light. There are people out there that are good. There are CIA, FBI, police officers that are good in this world, that they're going to bring your asses to justice. Promise you that. You guys, stay of the light. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Love and light, you guys. Love and light. Be within the love capacity, because that's the highest vibration. All right, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.